Put me back in anger. I just say. Alright, you're making a mistake with your hydration. If you're only drinking water, you could be making a massive mistake. Look, hydration is important. It affects our reaction time, it affects our focus, it affects our recovery rate. But here's the thing, just chugging water isn't enough. And if you're doing that, well, let's just say you could be suffering like a beer league goalie in a breakaway challenge. Just kidding. Did you know that the level of play with the least goals scored on penalty shots is beer league? No, it isn't, I just made that up. But big love to the beer league guys.
I love you!
So what do we want to be doing instead of just drinking water? Well, one word, electrolytes. Now, here's a study by the National Library of Medicine. Exercise intensity effects on total sweat electrolyte losses. Total sweat, Na plus is sodium. Clever. Losses increased by 150% as exercise increased intensity. So this is between 45 and 65% of the VO2 max of the participant. Studies have shown that goalies often work 40 to 60% of their VO2 max during a game. It can spike to 78 to 80%. In short terms here, we lose a lot of electrolytes when we sweat. So what does this mean? What do we have to do to replace that? Well, most of you probably already know electrolytes. Water is great, don't get me wrong, water is unbelievable. And especially when we're on the ice, we will be drinking water. But as we can see, when we sweat, we lose electrolytes. And how do we replace them? By drinking more electrolytes. Lacking in electrolytes can make you cramp, which
Monkeys never craps.
we definitely don't want. It can, over time, if it's chronic, slow down reaction time and affect us neurologically.
You a genius.
Affect our focus, effectively. So what should we actually be doing? Well, personally, I like to use BioSteel, primarily because my team over the last 2 years have used it, but any electrolyte company is also available. So I use this before I hit the ice, just to give a little bit of a boost, so that I know if I am sweating a lot, I'm losing electrolytes, I'm still going to be okay. So before the game, we're loading up on electrolytes, so we're pushing our level up. So if we do lose a lot through sweat, we've still got a base level there. We're going to have more before we drank that, effectively meaning we're going to have more after we've sweated because our level's up. And then also after the game, I like to replenish those electrolytes that I've lost in sweat, and you're not going to be giving yourself any downside by drinking more electrolytes. You're just going to, if you've got too much, you're going to pee them out, like I did at the start of the video. So that's the way I do it. Electrolytes before, water during, electrolytes again after. Now there's other ways you can get your electrolytes in. The thing is, you don't have to fork out for an expensive electrolyte blend. It doesn't have to be BioSteel. You can literally use salt. It's the sodium, magnesium and potassium that we're losing through sweat. That is your electrolytes. So by taking on more salt in, say, a glass of water or a bottle of water, you're replenishing some of that. That's why there are companies like Element, for example, which make a blend that has sodium, potassium and magnesium in that you take once a day to make sure you're not dehydrated. So the dehydration thing is not because you don't have enough water. It kind of is. But it's also because you're lacking electrolytes. Another natural way you can replenish these electrolytes is through coconut water. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the taste of coconut water, but trust me, my roommate last year had me try it. I thought it was absolutely minging. I thought it was disgusting. I spat in his face. I said, "Ugh, what the f*** is that? Get that away from me."
Brother, what's that?
No, I didn't. But I didn't like it.
What? Nah, I never knew that.
And then I tried it a few more times, and then I was kind of like, it's not bad. And now I like it. Now I love it.
A great success!
So, stick with it, is what I'm trying to say. Coconut water's natural. You're getting natural sugars in there that's helping to rehydrate you. The beet juice question. Anyone that watched Game Changers on Netflix and seen it and went, oh my god, if I drink beet juice, I'll be unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Yes and no. Obviously, I'm no nutrition expert, but I'm going based off what I've learned in personal experience. Beet juice is good. Definitely, beet juice is really good for you. It's been shown to help increase blood flow and help your endurance. But this isn't a deal breaker. This isn't going to make you go from a bad game to a good game. This isn't going to turn you into Marc-Andre Fleury. Trust me, I've tried. But it's definitely something that might give you a bit of an extra edge should you want to try it. So to recap, let's make sure we're getting enough electrolytes in. Let's be drinking water, but let's have some electrolytes before or after, or both if we can. This will help you feel focused, not cramp up, not feel dehydrated or be dehydrated, and it will help our recovery as well. What's not to love? Hydrate smart, play better, and in turn, get that save percentage up. And if you are someone that wants to improve as a goalie, click up here to find out 3 ways that an off-ice warm-up can help your performance on the ice.